that artist finished his thing, and I wanted your opinion on it because um, I'm not there's a few things off with it. Here,
All right.
actually, this
I
is
swear to God, if you're sending me some ass dick butt thing, I'm gonna be mad.
no Aztec butt thing. The wizard, and I'm going to paste it. No, I'm not.
Just,
Um,
just drag and drop it in. Just drag and drop the image into the message, and then send
yeah,
it.
there we go. So, okay, I posted his original sketch within his art, and so because this is what I'm gonna send him some stuff. I'm gonna say, hey, I want you to change some things.
Yep.
Okay, so like, are you looking at the image?
Yeah, I am.
So, on his original sketch, I guess the word I would use is charming. It just looks so much more charming than the one on the left. And I don't know what the difference is because
He's
I think
taller. His face is slimmer. The eyes are slightly closer together, and the hat isn't 3D. I know it's just a concept sketch, but yeah, he needs to
the
shorten
concept.
him up. He needs to shorten him up a little bit, widen the face slightly, and then bring the eyes back out. Like, I can immediately identify why. He also made the ears thicker and shorter than your original sketch.
So like the ears, the ears need to come up. I think they need to come up or not. It's not a huge deal.
I don't think the ears need to come up. The loops under it aren't the same as yours. So the one on the right's a lot more friendlier because of how big the ears are. It's taking away from the face and also making the face look a little bit smaller than it is. He needs to at the base of the ears need to be just a little smaller. And he really does need to shorten it up. It needs to be shorter.
What, the whole character?
Well, if you look from the concept, look how much taller he is compared to your sketch.
Oh, these are both his sketches.
Oh, look how much taller and
that's
much more realistic.
He gave him. So the one on the left is like proportionately more accurate.
Absolutely, but when it comes to creating cutesy characters and wholesome characters, you lose that when you anatomically make them more real. However, there's still a way to keep that cutesiness and wholesomeness about it, and it's kind of shorten them up. He just needs to draw them a little bit shorter and a little bit fatter. Just little.
I don't know. I just think if he could more emulate the original face design,
then that will help immensely. That, like I said, on the original face, it's wider, it's a lot more shortened, like the head squished a little bit, and the eyes are farther apart, which allowed them to get bigger.
Yeah.
So just hold on, I wonder if I can quickly Photoshop something real quick on this. I just want to see the proportion scaling.
But I also think like
that is not what I wanted.
I feel like I paid full price.
Oh yeah.
I paid like the premium price, and not that it's not good. I just feel like his work on Eli isn't as good as some of his other work. Like some of his other work is incredible.
Well, you got to remember it's also sketch work. He's sketching this real quick to give you a like no, when it comes to
he submitted his final. This is his final design. But like,
what the fuck? This looks like
he's an incredible artist.
Sketching.
A little bit. Like, look at this other stuff he's done.
That looks like a concept sketch. I'm not gonna lie. That looks like a concept sketch. That doesn't look like a completed piece of work.
I don't know, dog, but like, if you look at his other work, by the way, what's his name? I want to give him a shout out because he is really fucking good.
Well, really fucking good is one thing, but when you don't put the maximum effort into all your projects like you do your previous ones, just because you're not used to that style, it absolutely shows that you don't care about your work. So
I don't know, dude, because I've seen like so much of his work. Like his work is so good. Like his
Then why
name,
isn't it doing it for you?
I don't know. That's what
Exactly my point.
I'm gonna
That's my
go
point.
over. He's bang underscore le underscore bang on Fiverr.
Oh, I'm trying to
Bang.
figure out where my fucking guides are. Oh, I have the pixel grid on. I
Did
was
you
like,
see these? Did you see these other images I sent you? Because this, because
no, maybe.
this work is like
There we go.
impressive. I love it.
I
He's
think
got
you
this.
did. I think you generally did, but like this looks like a concept piece. This does not look like completed.
I don't know. Like, I can't point out what the differences are between
Oh,
like these images and the one I
oh,
sent you because like these are incredibly polished images.
yeah, no,
Um,
Travis. So on the head alone, I can already tell, like just matching it up. Okay, so the ears, everything about the previous head is slightly wider, and the ears are perked up here, and they're a lot more narrow, and they're slightly longer. And then for the body,
so the body,
he
he's got like human like proportions,
which makes it cutesy. I'm trying to, yeah, but if you take off the head, it would look like a human. If you take off the body, it looks like a mouse. He just needs to transfer that head onto your guys' face. And then, yeah.
you're. Yeah, I think you're. I think I see what you're talking about. I think like yeah,
Here.
his head is like too long. I think it
Yeah,
needs to
let me
come
rotary
shorter.
this on. Let me rotary this on, and I'll send you over. Fuck. I'm gonna just literally cut this head off, and I'm gonna put it on your guy.
And I don't know what like this weird shading is on the leaves.
It's like I said, it looks like a concept piece. This does not look completed to me. This looks this looks like a quick like 20-minute sketch with a like 15-minute color grading to give you.
This took him. I'm giving him a break because of the holidays, but it took him 2 weeks to get to me. Normally it doesn't take that long, but because of the holidays, I guess it took 2 weeks.
Well, yeah, I can understand that.
And like, I just don't think it's on par with his other work.
It's not. It's not. It's not.
I think though he's got the weird.
I can see more time and a lot more patience put into his other stuff than I do yours.
Now, I think part of it, like this shading, just like I've seen this shading on some of his other work, and it brings it down. It doesn't look good. So I think I'm gonna ask him to like ditch this weird shading on the leaves, and just
Anyways,
there's oh shit, wow, oh my god, that actually kind of
it makes it the difference. I told you.
Can you make it a little bit bigger and then send it to me? I want to see what it looks like if we make it a little bit bigger. But wow, Mikey, that's actually yeah, wow. If I could like send that to him, like it looks so much better. And then like he did some weird shit.
How much bigger? Hold on, how much bigger?
Just a smidge bigger.
It made it better.
I think so, dude. Holy fuck. See, and
fucking cry.
I think I'm gonna accept the work anyways, just so I can
no.
Here's because now I need like
there's the slightly bigger head.
Yeah. Because it's got I think the bigger head kind of goes with the length of your body.
Big head, little body equals cutie.
True.
Just like big eyes equals cute as well. Big eyes, pudgy face, like all that equals cute in cartoon concepts.
Like see, like you see the face on the left. That's pretty cutesy. I like that a lot. And then the side view. Hold on, I'm covering it up because I'm.
I know.
Let me try to find the original image, and then I'll send that to you. And that way you can see the other 2 drawings he made. Because I think they're pretty good. If Photoshop will open.
It really bothers me, though. Like, I can, like, the demon girl, I can tell he put time into that coloring. I can tell that he painted that. I can absolutely tell that it's cohesive. But yours, it doesn't look right. It does not fucking look right. And I don't like, he doesn't have a neck. He has no neck. His head's just sitting there as well.
I think, like, yeah, if you, I don't know, the scarf kind of hides the neck.
But there's no, like, nothing. Like, there's nothing showing that there's a neck. It just shows, I am a floating head on a red scarf.
Yeah, maybe. I didn't get that impression.
I just noticed it, and that's part of the reason that's bothering me, is because there's no lines indicating that, like, there's no, even a little yint can give the impression that it continues. But
fair. God damn it! I gotta go in the screenshot.
Like, the reason why the concept sketch works that way is because the shot is done under. So, like, if you take a camera and you move it down and you're standing up here like this, what's going to happen is that perspective is going to get rid of the neck. On the final product he sent you, the camera is up here, which means you can see down into the scarf, which means you should see some of the neck. That's why that looks off.
Okay, that's not a problem on the other one. Here, I'll show you. Okay, we're gonna save as.
I feel bad for ripping this guy apart. I really kind of do.
If he ever
like
comes across, he needs it.
Well, the demon girl looks amazing.
It's amazing.
Amazing. The coloring, the sketch work, like, it feels like a completed sketch. Like, I could actually see this on a character sheet. I could see this on a Yu-Gi-Oh card, Magic card. I could see this on a manga cover. I can see this, like, with that manga style.
Like, it's so good.
And then the Inuyasha girl.
Yes, I was gonna say. It's very. I get a lot of Inuyasha vibes.
I literally. Well, there's a red kimono with this, with the white, and, like, I immediately was like, okay, that's Inuyasha. That's an Inuyasha, like, inspired creation, especially with the one arm piece from the samurais. And even that looks like a completed piece of work. It's more manga, cutesy anime, but it looks like it belongs in a combat game. It looks like it belongs in one of those kind of like old school Mortal Kombat, where characters would be, like, in position, then you would have frame by frame. Mm-hmm. I could see this in, like, a what is that? Big Joe, the Flying Joe guy from, like, forever ago. Like a side scroller. I could see this in, like, a side scroller combat game easily. And it looks completed. There's nothing about it really. Even the feathering on the middle part, I don't even know what to call that. The furry thing that flares out when she's in combat stance looks good. There's no weird linings. It looks like it all goes to the center.
It's kind of frustrating that, like, some of his work is, like, so good. I just don't think he put in the same effort into mine.
I don't think he did either, and I can see it. Like, I can physically see the difference in line work. A lot of this looks like, I hate to say this word. I really hate to say this word, but it looks like he traced slightly. He doesn't have the same confident strokes. The blade looks completely like that art style that he has on the other ones. But
see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I noticed that too. That, like, the blade looks like the art style from the other images, and the blade looks perfect.
Yeah, the rest of it looks half. It doesn't look completed. It looks like he's not doing any of the proper sketch work. It looks like he didn't proportion it right. And then on top of that, I think what's driving me more nuts is that he has some uncompleted lines here. Like, I understand the concept of trying to create a piece that represents a living motion creature with the ragged lining. But hey, is that the shelf? Sir, yeah. I don't want it.
You want to refuse this?
Yep, I'm refusing that package.
Okay.
It's for Michael Radke, right?
Yeah.
Yep, I'm refusing that. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry for the inconvenience, man.
All right.
Oh, God. I've been trying to refuse that package all day.
Nice. Oh, did you get the original sketch?
Not yet, but I was still picking apart this.
Yeah.
Because
I think the leaves don't match Eli. Like, they're two different art styles.
They are. They are completely two different art styles, and not just that. Look at the scarf, and you can see that the scarf, he has two different art styles on the scarf, because the scarf itself, the outline work looks great, but then you have the underscarf, and it looks like it was like a last minute second thought, like, oh, let me add this here, and it doesn't look
like, I never thought of making the scarf come to his on his back like that, like a cape.
I like
think
that
cool.
slightly.
I like it too. I
like that idea. I'm not talking about the back part. I'm talking about on the neck part where it slightly sticks out. You can see that he used a lighter color here than what's above it, which means that's on top. Like, it's supposed to be darker down here. That would be darker, especially since your head would be casting a shadow. So, like, the rest of that, like, with little details like that, I can tell he thought of in the Demon Girl. I can see how he darkened colors just ever so slightly, but I don't know why he's not doing it here. Same thing with like the leaf work. Why is he?
I think there's something with the eyes too. Like, the eye shapes are fine, but like he did some weird coloring. How can he fix that? Does he need to make them lighter? Like, because I think if you take the shading in the eyes and make it shorter, or make it smaller.
So the thing with eyes that are, hold on. The thing about eyes is they're a fucking pain in the ass to do right, but sure. I think what's bugging you about them is that they're the same every single position. Nothing about the shading has changed about the eyes.
Okay, I don't know. When I look at it, because like they're light and then then they get like really dark. I don't know if like maybe
it's shading, and that's not how eyes actually work. It does, but it doesn't. But I think what's part of it, what would have made it better, is if you didn't manga the eyes. That's a manga style eye. I think he needs to do more of an anime Disney style eye, and that would bring Eli's face out a lot more.
So what would he have to do? Like, cause like just make it a solid color or nearly a solid color.
I'm gonna show you. So like Disney eyes do color and then your iris, like they actually put the black in there. But there's a proper way to do it. I'll send you a concept of one of the Disney style eyes.
I never really imagined him with what a pupil.
Yeah.
Like it's like they're like
it's a mouse, right? I typed in rat. Whoops.
Yeah. He does have some white in his eyes. That's fine. I dig it. I think it makes him look more alive than like your typical mouse.
I think he was trying to go for a little bit of the realistic sketch, because I'm looking at a mouse eye right now, and their entire iris is one color through and through.
Yeah.
Except for the center part, which gets a little bit darker. So.
Why would you even tell me I'm wrong? I'm literally outdoors.
Nah. Yeah. So I guess I could ask it like make the eyes less dark. And see, or like
I would switch it. I would make it light in the middle and dark on the outside.
Light in the middle, dark on the outside.
Yeah, okay. Let me see if I can do something with that. I might be able to do something.
Light in the middle, dark on the outside.
I'm just literally gonna quickly lasso these.
Thanks for all your input. It's incredibly helpful.
That's not what I meant to do. Okay, so like Paintbrush. Lower. Less hard.
So the ears bug me too.
Ow, my nose. My nose.
I think.
Okay, I kind of did a quick thing. I'm not going to put more effort into it than this because otherwise I'll just get sucked into it. Next thing you know, you'll get another drawing and be like, all right, I think I helped you. All right, here you go. I flip-flopped them.
Flip-flop. Okay. Whoa, that was quick. It's a little off. I think if if you made them more light and if you increase the radius of the lightness of his eyes, and then I think maybe it would be better.
But yeah, I just wanted to quickly send you something so you could see it reversed.
Yeah.
I think that actually would work. Flip-flop them because the more I look at it, it looks more shiny and a lot more cutesy than the dark.
Yeah. But yeah, if he fixes the head and works on the outfit.
If he just take the photoshopped image with the bigger head and be like, do what you did to this.
Yeah, there's he seems, what's the word?
Uninterested?
No. He almost looks thicker in the middle than he does at the hips.
He does. Well, you also you have all the leaves on you. I think he was going for the leaves wrapped around, and then where the rope is, you would have it kind of push in so that it would pop out a little bit. Look up Nordic tunics or
right. No,
Greek
I
tunics.
Totally, that makes a lot of sense now. Yeah. And these leaves around his hips, those need to come down a lot longer.
I saw that there because you keep saying it that they go down to his feet almost.
Or his knees at least. They're supposed to be really long.
It's not hard to listen to people. I don't know why concept artists don't listen.
And around his waist, I always imagined a sash, fabric tied around his waist, not like a rope.
I kind of like the rope a little bit. I think the rope. I kind of do. It adds a little rustiness to it, like it was makeshift. And then he already has a scarf on, which, for a sash versus scarf, it's kind of conflicting to have those two materials be on top of each other like that.
That's an interesting thought. I guess I just have to see it.
Yeah, I think after you saw it, you would see two conflicting materials. You'd be like, okay, that pretty much if you take that rope and I made it the color you were picturing, it would look like the sash, and then you'd be like, okay, that's gonna bug me. Unless it's a colored belt.
It's just it's like a piece of fabric that comes out. It's supposed to be kind of thick and comes out wider than the rest of him, and you'd have to see some of my sketches to really know what I was going for. Right. Yeah, I'm sure you've seen that.
I like the rope idea, to be honest. It makes sense because you're tying stuff to the rope as well. So way he the way he did it, just the way he did the concept with the little baggie and the gourd, it actually makes sense. It does. I don't know how you have the sash connected if he has things connected to the sash.
What if we have a piece of fabric and then the rope over that? These two sketches.
That would work. That would actually really work. A single rope piece over it tied in the back would work perfectly. Because then you have a soft material on a hard material. That hard material acts as a cushioning or as a push, so it would still pop it out, and then you can still tie stuff to it. So yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to send him your Photoshop job, and maybe ask him to make the should I ask him to make the hips a smidge wider?
I think the below the belt, yeah. I think the hips being a little bit more chunky. Where the leaves are, I think where the leaves are themselves should be where the hips are, because mice are thicker on the bottom, and
Yes, exactly.
and I think this guy like went for that thin route. I understand why he did it. He looks like he's used to drawing female characters, which is probably why he drew those last two
Holy
really
fuck!
well.
Actually, dude, let me send you this work. Holy shit! I forgot. Like that, I captured 2 of his male works.
Like, it's
and
not the
this
it's
guy
not
like
bad. Like,
this one makes me mad because like this is insanely good.
oh,
and
I
don't
just
think
noticed
got
something
anywhere.
that's gonna bug me forever. He ninja turtled her hand on the Inuyasha girl. She only has 3 fucking fingers.
1, 2, 3. Oh,
Look at
hey,
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
There's only 3 on the hand. It's gonna bug me.
That's fine. But look at this thing. This is
What the
incredible.
fuck?
Like, look at like.
Nah, I can tell he's not used to drawing male characters. I can see he's used to drawing armor and swords, but he is not used to drawing male characters because that head is not proportional, and it looks like he struggled. Like, I can see the struggle in it.
Really, I think it's really good.
I think the armor is beautiful. I think the head is out of place.
What about this one? This one looks better, I think. Like, proportionately speaking.
But again, it's a female face. This is almost a female face, so it's really easier for him, and it's an elf, so elves are naturally more beautiful, and most people depict elves looking more female for the males. So, yeah. No, this looks great. I love it. Again, look at the weapon. Like, his weapon designs are great. His, like, everything to do with weapon and armor designs, he's really fucking good at. I like the hair. There's some things about the hair that bug me. The male face, I can understand. It looks good. This looks proportional. This
You're
looks
right.
proper.
He is really good at drawing female characters. But okay, so like between all of these sketches, like
yeah,
they're all coherent, and mine looks like 2 different art styles in one.
it does. It is 2 different art styles. However, this male character, he put a female waist on him.
It looks like that, but
Yep.
I think that could just be like the armor and shit.
It's a female waist. Do you know how I can tell? So the way he has the body positioned, the hips are flared out way too soon. So he was trying to draw a male body figure, which is more straight, but he tucked it in at the very end. And I think he's really not used to drawing male characters. Like, he has bulky bottom with a light top. Look at it. Look at the one you sent me.
I definitely noticed that, and I guess you can contribute that to like the armor. But I see what you're talking about. I think if he made the head bigger, like fix a lot of it.
He needs to bulk the chest slightly, just the chest and the waist slightly,
chest,
and it would flow perfectly.
Like the chest, yeah. If he made the chest bigger and the head bigger, then it would. Yeah, I totally agree. I see it now.
Yeah, because like once you notice those little things, you'll start being able to decipher what he's actually really good at drawing at, because you can tell his armor to detail great. Like, a lot of people wouldn't think on like the shoulder pad he has to draw the under scales where it flows back down. A lot of people would have just triangled that shit. And then with the wood detail, wood grains aren't level, and they're not they don't stay thick to thin, so his are eradicated through there as if it is wood. Like, I can see the little brush strokes. I can see that it looks like a wood texture. It doesn't appear like a fake wood texture. He did very light strokes, kept the wood grain in there, and then with the boots, he actually put the rivets in. I can see the rivets. Like, you can see the fucking rivets.
Yeah, he does look bottom heavy. It is, yeah. I got one more thing.
This would bug me.
On this Eli design. The weird, the ears, like the
I told you he.
Not the shape, but like this patchwork in the middle of the ears seems off to me.
I think he thought the swirls on your original sketch were those things, and he didn't know how to incorporate them into the fur.
I'm not talking about the swirls. Swirls are fine, but like you know how it just like if this patch, like it looks like an extra patch of fur. It just kind of looks weird.
Oh, you're talking about the center of the ear, where it encases the swirls, the completed triangle. Yeah. Again, I don't think he's fucking used to drawing anything other than female characters because.
Well, he said he doesn't usually work with like animals and animal characters.
I know, but it's not. I can see he didn't research. I can tell he just kept digging into his heels and trying to do this by himself. I can see his struggle, and the ear part bugs the shit out of me because you could look up like 1980 animes. You could look up Inuyasha for fuck's sake. Where the hair is, you do the hair and then flow it out to streak it out. You don't meet it at the top and reconnect it. You let it go out and then it fades out. So, like your original sketch does that. That's why the original sketch does that. You can see it where he did the little hairs to encase that the ears are indented slightly for ear canals, but he doesn't meet it back at the top. But he goes against his original sketch and then completes it. That's another reason why it doesn't look so wholesome.
Like I see, like the different coloring, I don't even think is necessary. I think you can give the illusion
by shading it. Just shade it. That's all you had to do.
Yeah, like you could have. Maybe I could doodle something, and then I don't know. I'm not great at it, but you've helped me a lot.
I love doing this stuff. When we're done with this podcast, I have a commission piece to do for another streamer.
Oh, for sure.
I'm redoing his YouTube intros and everything, so it's going to be a fun project.
Nice.
Where is the thing you sent me originally? Okay, there it is. Drag and drop that out.
Yeah, and I feel bad, but goddamn it, I'm paying him. So
well, it's not just that. There is also constructive criticism, which is what I'm trying to give him. I'm not trying to be a dick about it.
Right.
And if he can't take constructive criticism, he needs to quit being an artist. I'm not joking. Like that's something I wish I learned sooner. Okay, I'm going to send you a quick change to his thing that I did.
Oh, okay.
I'm only doing it to one ear so you can see more of what I was talking about. I'm doing this with a mouse. Holy shit, what am I doing? I have a fucking tablet right here.
F word.
There you go.
Oh, that looks kind of that's kind of weird.
Like,
but you're right. I think like instead of having like a hard,
having that tapered edge out and then having to go into the rest of the ear, because your ear canal isn't like, even on a human fucking ear, you don't actually draw all of this intricate crap. You draw the lient and then you fade it into a darker section. That's it. You don't fucking let me pick 5 lighter colors and jam it in your ear hole. This should be a darker color. I just faded it out so it would be there. I would have darkened it, but I ain't gonna spend any more time with that.
Okay.
Like, for real, like he did a really decent job as concept sketches go, but as a completed piece of work, he didn't. He did not complete this.
It doesn't feel like, yeah.
And I'm not trying to be mean to him. I'm really not,
right.
But
Nah, because like obviously he's a really talented artist. I can tell from his other works.
He needs to practice more on things he doesn't enjoy drawing.
Yeah, that would help. Fucking A, dude.
Here,
Yeah,
all
because
right, I fucking did it. I did the thing I said I wasn't gonna do. It was bugging me. I can't help myself when like it was actually bugging me.
All right, well, let's see it.
All right, there you go. Last iteration. I'm closing Photoshop down.
Interesting.
Yeah. See how the ear actually, like on the left side, how the ear actually fades out now?
Yes. Because like in all of my drawings of Eli, like I don't bother with that shit. I just throw the E in there and leave it the same color. But you can I feel like you could make the ears all one solid color and then just put a little bit. See on his original sketch how there's like a little bit of.
I remember that. I remember your original sketches. Like they were very cutesy and actually looked like you wanted it. You're like, I want it almost like this, but more mousy.
Like this, but fucking better. But like if you look at his original sketch, he's got these like next to the eye, he's got some like little spikes here, which give the illusion that there's like a different layer of fur. Like you don't. I feel like you don't need to make it a separate color. You could just
you
put
don't.
a little bit. You could put a little bit of fur at the edge of his head, between his head and the ear, and then just put the swirl there, and it just gives the illusion.
Well, pretty much, but you need that shaded layer still, otherwise it would just look flat and not correct. And then the thing about his face, did you want his mouth a different color?
No, the mouth is fine.
Are you sure?
What's wrong with his mouth?
It's kind of bugging me because I don't know if it's just me, but I've never seen a mouse with a different colored mouth like that. Whenever I've seen that, it runs a giant change through them. I've never seen just color.
Well, it's just a black line.
It's not though. He changed the front of his mouth to a lighter color.
Oh, you're talking about the fur. Oh yeah, no, I like that. I like that it's a different color. It kind of because it distinguishes that fur from the rest of his body. See, like I really like how he made the hands, the feet, and like the fur around his mouth like the same color.
While we're on this, I'm gonna show you like he's doing another thing. This is the thing that he actually doesn't know he's doing right now. I can tell he's a new concept artist by the way he's doing his line work. He's doing all his line work in black. Not all line work is done in black, and not all line work should be done in black. Over the hair, he should take a darker or lighter color of the fur or the surrounding elements, and it would make him pop more. That's something he needs to do.
Just use a darker shade of brown around his fur.
Yes, it would look a lot better. Same thing with the red. It should be a redder line, not a black line. Same thing with the leaves. It should be a dark green line. It really does change. Like those little subtleties, like you could be barely like off black. You can actually visually, like you may not recognize it, but your brain does, and it gives it a different perspective. Like I'm using all my knowledge right now from school. Holy shit.
For sure. Like I've seen it in some animated stuff. And
yeah,
you're right. I think for this one, I think it's fine. I think for most of his work, it looks fine.
I made one more change.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Mikey. There was something else I wanted to talk about today. I can't remember. Let's see this last sketch. And then maybe I'll hit you with another video.
See what I changed?
I don't think I got anything.
It's the latest on the bottom one. Click it and look at its mouth.
Oh, I don't like that.
I took away the line because the color should be the line, and it gives it more of a cutesy tone to it.
It just comes off as weird. I like
Really?
I like the solid line that distinguishingly like
don't.
separates it.
I don't. It drives me nuts. Like maybe it's because like I'm looking at it on a different scale, but I don't know. Like that solid line was driving me nuts from day one because I never understood why he made it a solid line. Especially since it's fur. It should be more scragged like the sketch one. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's why I like the sketch one better also with the face is because that line isn't just it's
Fair.
all right.
Well, maybe we'll see some changes in the next few days.
Let me know. I want to see this. I want to
All
see
right.
how he actually finishes off because that's not finished. I'm calling him out. That's not fucking finished.